Eating ramen for 24 hours in Japan. I'm in Sapporo, which is the birthplace of miso ramen, so I had to start with one. But this one has a twist. It's a $13 cheese ramen. The curly noodles were springy and chewy, and the melty cheese worked surprisingly well with it. It made the miso broth more creamy and rich, which was super comforting, and there was even a mini cheese wheel. It would be even better for me if it came with meat though, so make sure you add it on if you want it. But yeah, it's delicious and hearty. Next up, I went further down Ramen Alley and found a store that fires up their miso in a wok. I was shook. I got that $21 miso ramen with snow crab and barbecued pork, which definitely had a unique smoky flavor. I really enjoyed the corn and butter, but I don't think the crab added much to it. Definitely tasty, but there's other ramen bowls I'd crave more than this. I also tried their $7 Hokkaido style chicken karage, which was piping hot. It had an amazing crunch and was well seasoned, so good. Then I decided to get some midnight ramen. I mean, this shop opens until 3 a.m. It's famous for their shrimp broth ramen, which is made from simmering shrimp heads for hours, and you can customize how intense you want it to be. I got the pure shrimp broth with miso. It was only $10, and oh my gosh, the broth was heavenly. It's rich and hearty, and the noodles just soak up all of that shrimp flavor perfectly. The tender char siu and the jammy egg was delicious, and yeah, if you love shrimp, you will love this ramen. I also got the $5 gyoza. It had a satisfying crispy crust and a juicy pork filling. It's a nice side. But wow, I'm gonna miss this shrimp ramen so much. Does anyone else love eating snails? This is one of my favorite $5 street foods in Hanoi called Op Mit. They're these big freshwater snails steamed with lemongrass and taste so fresh and juicy. What makes it so good is the Nook Mum dipping sauce that you load up with more lemongrass, lime leaves, chili, and ginger. The op just soaks up all of that flavor and hits you with a salty, tangy, sweet, and spicy kick. And I love the soft and chewy texture of the snail. It's so addictive. It's such a delicious late night snack. Who wants some? This is everything I ate around the world at Epcot. I started off with a $6.60 frozen coffee in Norway. It's the perfect blend of coffee and chocolate with crunchy bits on top. So refreshing. And gosh, if you love chocolate, this $6 triple choc chip cookie is loaded with it. It's soft and sweet, but the texture could be better if it was chewier. Then we tried a $15.75 jumbo turkey leg in America, and I was surprised because I thought it would be kind of dry as most theme park turkey legs are. But this was delicious. It was juicy, salty, and smoky. Next up in Germany, I had really high hopes for this $4.79 pretzel bread pudding, but it was served cold and was just a bit too sweet for me. Oh my gosh, and I think the Guardians of the Galaxy ride is my new favorite ride. We look terrified here, but I had so much fun. By the way, pumpkin spice drinks aren't really a thing in Australia, so I was really excited to get this $15 pumpkin espresso martini. Such a great pick-me-up, and that pumpkin whipped cream was amazing. Then we went to the bakery in France and grabbed a $7.95 macaron. I liked the fresh raspberries and the lime cream inside. It was nice and tart. But what really won us over was this $15.75 peach frosé. It actually tasted like real peaches and was sweet, a bit sour, and super refreshing. And finally, we wanted to treat ourselves to a sit-down meal in Japan, so we got this $28 mentaiko udon. So it's topped with spicy cod roe, and I just love how creamy, hot, and chewy it was. Here's a BTS of us filming. We all shared this $100 sushi bridge. It had a mix of sushi and sashimi and tasted really fresh. It honestly made me forget I was in a Disney theme park. This is everything I ate at a $75 seafood buffet in Japan. This place had unlimited king crab legs, abalone, sashimi, and even wagyu. I found it on Tabelog. Would you eat here? Starting with my first plate of king crab legs. I grilled it and dipped it in some butter. It was really succulent, sweet, and a little salty. I was in crab heaven. Oh, and the hairy crabs were packed with so much buttery roe inside. I also enjoyed the snow crab and lobster, but the king crab legs were definitely the best. Now moving on to sushi and sashimi. Gosh, everything was so beautiful, but it was fresh and tasty too. Then I went to the rows of tanks and picked out some sea snails and abalone. I felt like I had the whole ocean in front of me. The abalone was surprisingly tender, and I even shucked my own oysters. Got some prawns as well. You know I love sucking the head. And finally, instead of dessert, I grilled some wagyu. It was fatty and delicious. By the way, I booked this on the Tabelog app. It's great for finding restaurants in Japan and seeing what locals rate them. This buffet is rated 3.5, which seems low, but only 3% of restaurants score above that. Anyways, let me know if you think this buffet is worth $75 per person. I think I definitely got my money's worth. This is everything I ate at a dumpling shop in Shanghai. I love how you can see them make the dumplings by hand right in front of you. I started off with these crab roast xiaolong bao, which is what this spot is famous for. Look at that golden soup. It's packed with rich and buttery crab inner juices. It's so yum. If you're a fan of crab guts like me, you will love these. I also tried these crab roe noodles. I liked the thin and springy noodles, but just wish they gave even more of that crab roe sauce so it would coat the noodles better because I'm a saucy girl. Of course, I had to grab these pork xiaolong bao too, and oh my gosh, these were so soupy and filled with a juicy and savory pork filling, and can you believe these were only 50 cents each? They're so cheap and delicious. And finally, I tried this pork cutlet, which was crispy and nice to bite in between all of those juicy dumplings. Wow, the xiaolong bao here is so good. This is everything I ate at a European night market. Starting off, I tried a $19 currywurst for the first time. It had a delicious German sausage coated in a tangy tomato and curry sauce. The chips had a great crunch as well. I totally get this again. Next up, I got a $15 panzerotto barese, which was oozing with tomato, mozzarella, and ham. The pizza dough was chewy and bouncy. It was just missing that fresh crispiness you'd get if it was made to order. Oh my gosh, as soon as I caught the scent of caramel, I had to grab a $15 stroopwafel. The waffle was super thin and crisp with a sticky hot caramel filling. It was such a treat. I also got an $11 borek, which had flaky and buttery layers of pastry and a tasty cheese and spinach filling. The only thing that would make it better for me is if it had a slight crunch on the exterior. You know I love a good lemonade, and this $7 one hit the spot. It was so refreshing and had a great sour kick. Then I tried a $15 cevapi roll, which is a Balkan dish. The bread roll they used was quite average, but the juicy mincemeat sausages were really tasty. Finally, I got a $13 creme brulee churro. I've been craving it since I tried it at Vivid. This time the top was a bit overcooked, but towards the bottom it was the perfect balance of crispy and fluffy, and I just love the custard. This is everything I ate at a Filipino market in Sydney. I started with these $15 pork skewers, which had a nice sweet and savory marinade. It was really tasty. I also got these $12 pork ears. I really appreciate how Filipino food uses all different animal parts, but these ears were a little chewy and lacked flavor, so it wasn't for me this time. Then I saw this huge pot and had to try a $16 beef Perez. It's a hearty beef stew cooked in soy sauce and star anise. This was comforting to eat on a cold day, and I think I'd enjoy it even more if it was paired with garlic rice. Have you tried pork intestine before? This $5 isao was fatty with a nice char, and the vinegar helps cut through the fattiness. Oh, and I've tried taho once in the Philippines and was so happy to find it here for $7. It has silken tofu, sago pearls, and I think a brown sugar syrup. It's so delicious. Next, I grabbed this $5 kwek kwek, which are deep fried quail eggs. I really liked the creamy yolk in the center. It's such a nice snack. I also enjoyed this $6 grilled squid, which had a soft chewiness and an amazing kick of spice that builds up. And for something to sip on, I found this $6 buko pandan. It was sweet, coconutty, and creamy with bits of jellies too. And last but not least, I got a $5.50 xiao pao, which had a soft bun and a salty pulled pork filling. What's your favorite Filipino street food? I wish there was balut here. This is everything I ate at a festival in the Philippines. I started off with this amazing $5 plate of grilled meat. The liempo, which is pork belly, had a mouth-watering sweet and smoky glaze. I loved the fatty skin. The cheese sausage was juicy with a nice snap, and the longanisa was much smaller. It's garlicky and smoky. This was so delicious. Next, I grabbed 3 mochis for $3. The whipped cream was light and fluffy. The strawberry and Biscoff ones were yum, but I wish the taro one had more filling. And I grabbed this $1 shawarma, which was quite different to others I've had. The meat was cut up really fine. It was smoky, cheesy, and a little sweet, and the cucumber adds a nice freshness. It's great value. I also got an 80-cent grilled pinoy, which is like balut but without the embryo. It's filled with lots of creamy egg yolk. I really liked it with the fried garlic. After this, I grabbed these $1.50 longanisa balls. It's such an amazing sweet and salty snack. I love the sticky caramelized edges, and you know I can't say no to a $2 sugarcane juice. This one had a squeeze of lemon, so it was so refreshing. For a little sweet treat, I got this 80-cent strawberry and vanilla ice cream, which was smooth and satisfying. And finally, I went to this Nepalese store and got this $3 pani puri. I wish the water had more of a spicy and tangy kick, and their $4 pork momo wasn't the best I've tried either. It had a thick skin and the pork was a little dry. I liked the chili oil though. Anyways, I had so much fun in Baguio City. This is everything I ate at a food festival in the Philippines. I went to Session Road in Bloom, where they shut down an entire main street and filled it with over 400 stores. First up, I saw these freshly made empanadas and got a huge one for $4 with double filling. The crispy crust was the best part. It's packed with meat, cabbage, cheese, and 2 eggs. It's piping hot and delicious with vinegar. Now I swear the mango shakes in the Philippines never let me down. This was $2 and was sweet, fragrant, and super refreshing. Then I tried these 40-cent sweets called buchi for the first time. I love how they're warm warm with this chewy mochi-like texture. The ube with cheese was sweet and salty, but the strawberry flavor was my favorite. It had just the right amount of sweetness, and I love the sesame seeds too. By the way, is this the longest sausage you've seen? This $3.50 longanisa had a nice savory garlicky flavor with a tanginess from the vinegar. I just wish it had more of a char on the outside, and it could be juicier too. I was so happy to find Don Macchiatos here. I got their 70-cent caramel macchiato. It's smooth, sweet, and amazing value. I mean, how is it less than $1? Also, I've seen these $2.50 do buy chewy cookies everywhere, but this one didn't hit the spot for me. It was pretty dry. It just lacked a lot of pistachio cream. I also tried these $3 chocolate strawberries. The chocolate was just okay and hardened really quickly, but I like how the strawberries were juicy and sweet. And to end my night, I grabbed an 80-cent okoi, which is like a squash and shrimp fritter. It had such an addictive crispiness and was really well seasoned. Stay tuned for what I ate the next day.